Hello. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate writing equations of parallel and perpendicular lines. In the first example, I'm going to start with the equation y equals minus 2/3 x plus 2. I want to write the equation of a line that's parallel to this line, but goes through the point -6, -3. So the first thing that we need to do is identify the slope of our given line. The slope of any line can be determined by the coefficient of x when the equation is solved for y. So this is my slope, -2/3. And I want the equation of a parallel line. So any line parallel to a line whose slope is -2/3 is also going to have a slope of -2/3. What we're going to do now is use what's called the point slope form for the equation of a line. And all I'm going to do is plug in -2/3 for the slope. Here's y1. Now these subscripts, x subscript 1 and y subscript 1, those are just used to tell the x's from the y's. So I'm going to make my substitutions. Make sure you use plenty of parentheses. The y is -3. Put in -2/3 for x. And -2/3 in for the slope. And then for x, I'm going to use -6. Let's get rid of these extra minus signs. You won't always have to do this, but whenever there are two negatives next to each other like that, you can rewrite it as addition. I'm going to do the same thing over here in these parentheses just to simplify things. So I'm going to continue now. Y plus 3 equals -2/3 x minus 2/3 times 6. So I've distributed the -2/3 through these parentheses. Let's continue here. So let's simplify on the right side. Y plus 3 equals -2/3 x minus 12/3. 2 times 6 is 12, and 12/3 is -4. Then I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides, so that my final equation is y equals -2/3 x minus 7. And that's my final answer. Notice that it has the same slope as the original line. See if I can get these both here. Yeah, way up here, you see -2/3 is the slope of my original line. -2/3 is the slope of my final line. So I know that these two equations are parallel. Or these two lines are parallel. Let's start with an example where I'm going to find the equation of a perpendicular line. In this problem, I'm going to start with the equation y equals -4x minus 1, and I want my perpendicular line to go through the point 0, 5. So in this equation, I can identify the slope as -4. I don't want the equation of a parallel line in this example. I want the equation of a perpendicular line. So the perpendicular line has to be the negative reciprocal. So the two negatives make a positive. The slope I want to use is 1/4. So I'm going to go back to my point slope form for the equation of a line, and then put in the values I know. Here's x1, y1. Here's my slope. So let's get started. Y minus 5 equals 1/4 times x minus 0. So y minus 5 equals 1/4 x, and anything times 0 is 0. So I'm going to add 5 to the right. Those cancel out on the left. So my final equation is y equals 1/4 x plus 5. So there you have it. You also have ALEKS resources. Contact your instructors if you continue to have questions or struggle with this example. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you.